In today's video, I'm going to show you my Alexa smart home. All the devices I'm going to show you in this video work with Amazon Alexa. You will only need an Amazon Echo that has a built-in Zigbee hub. This is the Echo Plus, the Echo 4th Gen, or the Echo Show 10. I would personally recommend the Echo 4th Gen just because it's the cheapest of the three options and it's the most readily available, plus it seems to go on offer quite a lot. I will also leave alternate links for Wi-Fi products in my description if you have the standard Echo. Make sure you stay tuned for the last item as this one is ridiculously cheap and should be in every smart home. So why an Alexa smart home? Because the Amazon Echo is the easiest voice assistant to find devices for. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Google Home or Apple HomeKit, but you will find more often than not that devices will work with the Amazon Echo, which just gives you more of a chance to find items that suit you in your price range. On to the products. The first thing you're going to need is smart home lights. Dim them or change the colour to create different scenes in your house. You can also set them up to turn on or off at certain times of the day, so your lights are on when you arrive home. Or your lights come on when you're not home and make people think that you are, and ward off thieves. They're scared of light, right? I also recommend LED lights by Govee. I love these as they cover such a large area around my TV and create an effect I really like. These are Wi-Fi RGB LEDs and they are also compatible with Alexa. So now you're able to turn on lights with the power of your voice and create different scenes. What's next? Plug sockets. You're going to want some plug sockets. This is going to give you the ability to turn your coffee machine on in the morning when your alarm goes off. Turn off your TV and your other devices at the end of the day. You can turn your lamps on and off. I mainly use mine behind my TV to turn off my TV, my Fire Stick, my soundbar, and even my Fire. This is because it would be a nightmare to pull the TV out every night, to switch all these switches off and then pull it out again in the morning to switch them back on. And I just believe that it's safer and more cost effective not to have these items on standby all the time. I just tell Amazon's voice assistant to turn everything off at night, and then in the morning I ask for it to be switched back on. It's just much more simple. So now you're able to control plugs and lights using your voice and routines. Now you're going to want to control your TV, so you can send infrared signals to tell the TV to turn on and off, to change channels, and to adjust the volume. For this, you're going to need a Broardlink RM4 Pro. There are more expensive options for doing this, but the RM4 Pro is very affordable and works great. It can also control your soundbar. Mine actually switches my Fire on because my Fire needs a remote, so it just sends the infrared signal to switch that on as well. And not only can the RM4 Pro control infrared devices within the room that it's in, it can also control RF devices throughout your house. If you wanted to start out with RF plugs instead of getting Wi-Fi or Zigbee plugs straight away, you would be able to control this just using your Amazon Echo and the RM4 Pro. You'll be able to control it using your voice and also through the routines of the Echo. RF plug sockets aren't smart, but using your RM4 Pro and your Amazon Echo, you're able to control this with your voice and also set up routines, just like you would with the Wi-Fi or the Zigbee plugs. The only area where the RF plugs fall short is because they're not smart. There's no way of going into the app and just checking, is that socket on or off? It doesn't know, because it is just sending the RF signal to it. If you are interested in the RF sockets, then definitely get the one that has a separate on and a separate off button, just so it's not toggling on and off and causing issues. You want a separate signal for the on button and a separate signal for the off button, but they are a lot cheaper, and these are what I use before buying the Zigbee and Wi-Fi sockets. I will leave a link for them in the description below if you want to check them out. Next up is a robot vacuum. Because if you're able to automate your lights and sockets, then you definitely want someone else to clean your floors. I have the Roborock Q7 Max Plus. This is a great robot vacuum. It has a built-in dock for waste, so it only has to be emptied every 7 weeks, which is super convenient. It has 180 minutes of runtime, and it also has a mop feature, and it also has a great navigation system which maps out your floors so it can give a really thorough clean. You're also able to set no-go areas and no mop zones in the app, and best of all, it works with Alexa. If this is out of your price range, then I will also leave a link to the Eufy robot vacuum, as I've looked into these ones quite a bit and they have really good reviews, but don't have the waste emptying dock and the same level of navigation. But if you are just getting started, this could be a good option for you. It all depends on your budget and how much you want to spend. So now your house is getting pretty automated and you're wondering what else could I trigger routines with. This is where you're going to want to pick up some contact sensors. These can be used for security or to just trigger routines when you walk into a room, or a number of other reasons. For example, the contact sensors could be used to remind you if you've left your doors or windows open. You could set up a routine to get a notification sent to your phone. This could help save money on heating your house. So at this point in your smart home build, you're probably on a first name basis with your Amazon delivery driver. So another thing you're going to want is a Ring doorbell, so you can see next time Fred's coming bringing you more stuff. The Ring doorbell is Wi-Fi and will work with any Amazon Echo. I have the original Ring Doorbell Pro and it still works fine for me. It may be due an upgrade soon, but I'm still able to see who's at my door when I'm not home. I'm able to ask them to leave packages in a safe place. And when I'm at home, I'm able to see who's at my door using my Echo Show and also my 4K Fire Stick. If you have a 4K Fire Stick, then you may want to pick up the Alexa Remote Pro for it. I have this not only because it can trigger routines with the customizable buttons, but it also has a remote finder feature. So if you lose your remote, you can simply ask your Echo to find it. Alexa, find TV remote.
Let me try to make your first remote control room.
How good's that? So by this time, your smart home is looking pretty much complete. But as I said at the start of the video, to stick around for the last item, this is it. So the last item and the cheapest on this list is the Sonoff motion sensor. This is a Zigbee sensor, which means it can be connected directly to your Echo if you have the built-in Zigbee hub. Because it's Zigbee, it also means that it uses a lot less power and can trigger lots of routines like turning the light on when you walk into a room. I only recently bought this and I set up a trigger, so when I walk into my living room, it switches everything on. These are a really great trigger for your smart home and one of the cheapest options out there. I believe motion sensors have dropped in price because of the new presence sensors, but motion sensors still work great and they definitely still have a place in your smart home. I only paid $11.99 for this, that's the UK price on Amazon, which is just crazy for what it can do. I will be posting a video in the next few weeks of my top 5 automation ideas for the motion sensor, so hit subscribe if you don't want to miss that. As I said earlier in the video, I will post links for all the products I've talked about in this video. I will also post alternative links for anyone who just has the standard Echo or Echo Dot, which doesn't have the built-in Zigbee hub. So you'll still be able to buy all the products that were discussed in this video today. If you want to check out my top 5 automations for contact sensors, that video is here. If you would like to support my channel, then check out my Patreon in the description below. I hope you found this video useful. Until next time, thanks for watching.